Hi, everyone. It's Shane Johnson. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. And no, I did not cut my hair. It's just two things. It's 104 where I am, and I just wanted to be different. So here I am, and I have another difference here. I have a blank flip chart instead of something with words on it. And I'm going to try to be concise and still share something I wanted to share. And it's really about the bottom line is about freedom. I could put freedom up on the board. I could put the word awareness up on the flip chart. But that's sort of the context of it. The content is that I want to share a bit about the old days, way back in the 70s, in 1976, when I first did a very long and arduous personal development program. I'm glad I did it. Um, my mother did it, my sisters did it, my dad did it under protest. Even my grandmother did it. Um, and we were this little clan of believers and devotees. And I was by far the most intense of all of the family. I just went around. I thought, oh, this is great. I learned this, I learned that. And now everybody's got to do this program because it helped me so much. Raise your hand if you've ever felt that way, or you've had someone confront you with somebody who wanted to enroll you in a program. So, yeah, I mean, it was great. I learned a lot. And at the same time, it woke me up, which was very important. I was really asleep at the wheel, just walking through life unconscious. So it woke me up and it taught me a lot. And I stayed in that group for 5 years, um, just trying to have a better life, you know. And the good thing was I learned so much. And I think the bad thing was, if we could call it bad, the bad thing was that I just idolized these people who were teaching and believed everything they said. And fortunately, what they were saying was good, but there was never any thought in my head, well, what do I believe? That was not there. It was just they said this, they said that, and then I'm off and running trying to get other people to do the program. Um, Again, some of you might be familiar with this. So, yeah. And then I got into clearing in 1983, where instead of being told to believe this, um, I was asked questions that helped me to find out what I believe. And what a refreshing change that was. But honestly, and I think I just said a minute ago, I don't regret everything that I did to in those programs to learn and just just learn the wisdom and experience those experiences of being, tired and hungry and very arduous programs. Um, Not just tired and hungry, but kind of feeling like you were going crazy in there, sitting for 8 hours at a time without getting up. Crazy stuff. It was very severe. And I think at the time, that's what the majority of people needed. They needed to be hammered over the head, goink, to wake up. And certainly I was one of them. I won't speak for anybody else, but I definitely needed to be hit hard. Um, so hopefully, though, there's a point where, uh, at least for me, I'm so grateful I had the clearings, in 83 and onward, still doing it myself, obviously, helping other people by doing clearing sessions for them. Um, to have that freedom and awareness to know your true self. It's great to have all that information pouring into you, especially, I mean, I'm assuming it's great information. How many millions of self-help books are out there and all these different books and podcasts that we're all learning from. But I say, but there has to be a point. Well, it's not true. There doesn't have to be. But what I'm ranting about is that point where you just still open, you still learn from other people, but you know who you are, you know what you believe, you're not easily swayed and pulled off your position if you know yourself. And it's not arrogance, it's not closed-mindedness. I think there's a peace to it. There's a peace and calmness and the groundwork to not only have a good life, but help other people too. Just wherever you go, you're adding value just by being there. That calm, peaceful person who knows who they are. I think so. Not trying to prove it, but that's my theory. Um, so that's what I wanted to share about, just a transition, at least for me, from idolizing these trainers and teachers and instructors way back when. Like I said, all good. I needed to hear it and I needed to be bashed until I woke up. But times have changed. And if there's anything like that still going on, and maybe there is, maybe there's still programs and still personal development programs where people are being hammered with this information. And I'm sure it's good information for the most part, but I'm not complaining about that. I don't object to that. All I'm saying is, I'm talking about that point in life where you connect with your true self and you know who you are. And there's a power to that that I think is helpful, like I said, not only for you personally, your family, your whole life, but it helps everyone around you wherever you go. You are helping people, even if you don't talk, just your presence there. That's my belief about that. So, thank you for letting me share. Um, this is the shortest version of what I had to say so far. I, I'm very proud of myself. The first one I did was almost 20 minutes. So here we are in a concise version of what I wanted to share, the most important parts, hopefully a minimum of rambling on my part. But thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me share with you. I hope it was valuable. And I truly support everybody in being aware and free and knowing who you really are. So thanks so much. See you next time. Bye for now.